Hello everyone, this is Brian. Welcome back to Moonlight Journals, or welcome if you are new. Here once again to work on my travel journal and to work on day 3 of my trip to LA. I think this will be the last of this travel journal session that I'm doing because the last day was on a Monday and that was my travel day. I didn't really do much besides get coffee and breakfast and then wait for my bus to depart. So without further ado, let's get started. I have here my Sunday envelope full of ephemera of everything that I did that day. Move all these things to the side. First things first, let's date this entry, June 21st. And let's do a top date like this. It's perfect. So even though I put the date here, I want to add this. I don't use it a lot, even though I bought it for this purpose of travel journaling, but I do use it sometimes in my commonplace journal or my coffee journal. But let's put it here somewhere. We'll figure out exactly where. So here is Sunday, June 21st. And I will add it right underneath that stamped date. And let's look inside the envelope and see what we have. I think I went to H Mart first and I got a drink because I was thirsty and I was waiting for my Uber. So I have the receipt for that. I bought this thinking it was grape, like juice or something like that, because I saw this, but then I looked at this and it says pomelo oolong tea. I'm not sure what pomelo is. I think it's a citrus fruit, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, it was really good. So the receipt, and again, I'm gonna rip out what's unnecessary. Just rip this like this, just like that, and then I can cut the excess off. And I think I can layer the label of this. I'm gonna try to, if not, then I'm gonna have to somehow cut this. And to the inside here, just like that. I really do like these Chinese characters, and I really want to use them. Alright, I'm adding this right here, and then I managed to get the little paid sticker from the bottle, and I'm gonna right there, fits perfectly. You can still see H Mart right here. So yes, I went to H Mart first and I was waiting for my Uber, so I went in there and got a tea and then just walked around the mall because this was inside Koreatown Plaza. I have some a picture outside the mall. They had a display of musuem, which is a Korean skincare brand, and I thought it was so funny that it was just outside without any like supervision. Later they when I got back to my Airbnb, I saw somebody was there, but in the morning it was just there by itself, and I managed to take a picture of the little display that they had, and I just thought it was funny that nobody was really watching it. So don't know if I want to add it yet. I'm gonna cut this down just in case. I'll just add it just because I thought it was a funny situation. And then I'll add it right here, and then I can talk about it here. So my first official stop was the MOCA, which is a museum of contemporary art. And I went to the MOCA store as well, which is their little souvenir shop. And I got some stuff there. So I got these because I knew I wanted to do something with it. So I like that this had the little map. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can create some sort of flip out. Use washi tape, I think that will be the best. And then on this side, I'm gonna cut this right here. See what I can come up with. I'm just cutting out any elements that I might use. Rip it out just like that. All right, so as I was playing around with the position and placement of this, it's a little too big, obviously. So what I'm gonna do is just cut this section off, because even though I did go to this area right here to look at some of the art here, my favorite area was this, which is the Michael Asher section, this part. So I'm just gonna cut out this section right here, and I'll show you guys in a little bit why that was my favorite area. I think I printed out some photos. If not, then I'll probably insert it as I'm talking about the museum. So this was a free museum. It's a free museum in LA. Just thought of this. I'm putting this map right here, and I did a little outline because I'm gonna cut it out, because on the other side of this pamphlet is this, and I thought it was pretty. And then on this I can layer either the photos I'll be talking about or something. So we'll see how that looks. Just like that. Just making sure it's secured enough. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna add another strip of washi tape on this side. Let me start writing, and then I'll figure what I'm gonna do here. So I finished writing the first part, which was me waiting for my Uber and killing time, and of course the little skincare brand that I saw outside the mall. So for this section, I'm gonna glue this down here and talk about the exhibit and going to the museum. And I'm gonna cover most of this washi tape, and then it'll look really cool like that. And I'm gonna cut it like this, so it has some character. I like the way they did their logo. So I want to kind of preserve that, if you will. Right in the middle. And then let me show you guys the photos I printed. I think some are here. Printed this. So I think I'm gonna add it to this side. I'm gonna stick it down just in the middle right here. I'm gonna use a sticker from my sticker sheet. Alright, so I added the Los Angeles sticker from my California Dreaming LA sticker sheet. And then let's move on to the next section. So after I went to the museum, I went to Angel's Flight, which was about a block and a half away from the museum. And this is a little train situation going on. It basically takes you up and down this section of LA, and I'll insert a video of what it looks like so you guys understand what I'm talking about. So I printed these two photos. I'm gonna add it right here, but I think on top I'll write Angel's Flight before I glue these down. So that is stamped out. I'm gonna start gluing these photos down. And this one right there. I think I'm gonna add something from this sticker sheet that I created for this trip, and I forgot about it in the previous 2 pages. But I think I'm gonna add it just to decorate my my page, and I really like this one. So this is supposed to be me, obviously. I generated these images, so I'll add it to that. What I loved is that all over LA they had these little posters that said "Ice out of LA," and I think it would be nice to include it here. I'm gonna do another little flip out, if you will. Something like that, and it'll flip out. Grand Central Market was right in front of this, literally across the street. I decided to go in and grab a bite. There was a photo booth nearby inside Grand Central Market. So I went in and took some photos. It was a Coca-Cola photo booth. I don't drink Coca-Cola. I took some pictures. I was gonna stamp out Grand Central Market somewhere here, but I'm glad that this photo strip does have it on here, so I don't have to do that. Ended up going to this stall, which was called Sticky Rice, and it is a Thai place. And I got like a little bowl. This is Pat Krapao, which is like a sort of spicy pork, shredded pork or something like that situation with rice and vegetables. So I'm thinking of collaging it like this, and then I can just write about that. Alright, so that's what that looks like. I finished writing about Grand Central Market, my lunch, the photo booth. I think I'm going to take a little break for you. It'll be a second, but I'm going to take a little break because my hands hurt from writing. And then I'll finish off right here with the snacks that I bought for dinner. So I can go back to my Airbnb for the evening, and I'll finish that off right here. Said I wanted to go back to Koreatown Plaza to grab my snacks and my dinner, but I ended up going to this market instead called Hanam Chain or Hanam Market, and I cut this off from the paper bag that they gave me, and I also have the receipt. How we're gonna do this because I don't know which one of these to use. I really like the Korean writing, of course. So I think I'm gonna cut around this to kind of give it more character. Alright, so I just thought of this. I'm gonna use both the English and the Korean side, but I'm gonna add it like this so you kind of can tell, you know. I think it's gonna look really cool. I like that. I'm just gonna rip this just like that and then glue it down. Just like that. I really like this right here. It's like a little speech bubble, so because I do wanna cut this little dude here, and or maybe this one since it's a little tinier, and the title because this is a little too big. Okay, I'm gonna add this here. Just like that because it's a little slippery here and it's not gonna stick well. Something like that. And this little dude can go right here. And we'll figure this part right here. I was gonna continue writing here, but I'm kind of tired of writing, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do is kind of decorate here stickers and other ephemera that I collected. I have a little bit of more, and this one here is a little label that the kimbap had that I bought for dinner. So I think I'm gonna add it here, and then I can do a little caption, just a little tiny bit. the end of the receipt, I saw a little barcode and I thought it looked cute. So I'm just gonna add it here just for, I don't know, purposes. And then I have the little cutout of the receipt again. I'm gonna put it right there in the middle. Or, you know what? I can add it to this guy, like that. It'll be really cute. Another sticker of mine here. This one is really cute. And I can add him to the corner. And I'll add more little stickers here. I can add some dots from my Deco Dots sticker sheet. We'll add it like that. We'll do like a light gray one as well here. And then this one has some stars I really like. I can add that. Ooh. To here. And we'll do the heart as well. And right there. And this little pin, I think I will add it to this page. And then what else? This little squiggly line. So cute. I can add it right at the bottom, just right there. And then I can just write so delicious. And a little arrow. And that's it. I don't want to overdo it, but I think that's finally it for my travel journal. A recap of today's spreads. We have this, going to H Mart, waiting at Koreatown Plaza, going to the museum, seeing some amazing art, going to Angel's Flight and riding the little train, going to Grand Central Market, taking some photos, eating lunch, and then finish my day grabbing snacks and dinner for my last full day in LA. That's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed my travel journal process. We started on a Friday, on a Saturday, and then ended on Sunday with all these amazing things that I did. I hope you guys have enjoyed this process. Thank you guys for watching, and I cannot wait to go on another little adventure so I can do this all over again. And follow me on TikTok for more journaling content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.